do to bring higher paid jobs in Fall River?
One of the first things that we really have to do is become as attractive as we can. It goes back to public safety, it goes back to education, to make sure that our educational attainment's up, that businesses are coming in and offering jobs that are higher paying. We also have to feel safe. We've mentioned this on and on about safety in our city. We need to make sure that we are as attractive as possible for these businesses, both small and large, to come in and employ our citizens. When it comes to education piece of this, it's not only attainment, but it's also how do we drive skill set in our citizens to make sure that they have the skills for the jobs of today and the jobs of tomorrow. It is no longer easy enough to get a high school diploma and find a job that's good paying. It's no longer easy enough to have an associate's degree. It's no longer easy enough to get a bachelor's degree. We have to have a skill set that applies to that knowledge that we've gained.
And that's why with my economic development policy, I'm going to focus not just on bringing in jobs, but on bringing in good paying jobs. Because it doesn't matter if there's jobs available if they don't pay the rent because they're so low paying. Also, we have to be smart and strategic about tax breaks. When we are doing tax increment financing or TIFs, I want to make sure that we hold these corporations accountable, that they won't just come in for a few years and leave, like Sam's Club did, leaving an empty warehouse behind, and that they're coming through with the promises of salaries. Amazon promised $35,000 a year average salary, and that has not happened. So when we're doing these tax breaks, we want to make sure we're not giving our city away to corporations, because that's what you deserve. You deserve the opportunity to have one good paying job and not have to work 60 or 80 hours a week.
We don't have local business leaders involved in economic development. And I'll create a new group that will be driven by local business leaders, include members from UMass Dartmouth, BCC, Diamond Regional Vocational High School, BMC Durfee High School. And this new group will be accountable for more transparent to the citizens of Fall River. They'll do annual audits, work together. We have the Mount Auburn report that we've had on the shelf for a long, long time. There are great ideas in here, but yet we haven't utilized it. We haven't taken advantage of it. And I think that what we need to do is work with the business people that are already here to expand.
We have to develop technical training programs. I talked to a friend of mine from Attleboro who wants to locate here. He said we need more technical training using the schools at night to get people on board to do computer-generated software development, computer repairs. There are things that can be taught in a hands-on setting like we do at Diamond to get the wages in this area up. I also believe that if you look at some of the local partnerships between like People Incorporated and the CNA program they put into our Resiliency Prep Academy, those kids are leaving there with a skill, with a certificate, and with a good paying job. Those are the things we need across the city.
What are the skills we currently have in the city of Fall River? What skills do we lack, and what do we need to do about it? So after you do the skills assessment, for example, right now, we're looking at, of course, the hospitality industry with the casino that opened up, some of the things that have opened up in the waterfront, very important. But I wanted to take a step further. I don't think it should just be hospitality jobs, because typically those are low-paying jobs. I think we need to look to the future, which is wind energy in our Commonwealth, in our state, and in our region. That's why we've implemented programs at BCC, at UMass, to invest in wind energy, to make sure that those individuals can get trained and get those jobs of the future.
Capuchico?
So to develop our skill set and stop the brain drain, keeping our graduates here, I have a concrete plan, and that's the Fall River Fellows. Now, I'm going to provide coordination and executive leadership as mayor to work with small businesses, city agencies, nonprofits in the area to place 2- and 4-year students in colleges and apprenticeships into fellowships, and to have a cohort of students building up, living here, working here, building their families here, buying houses here, and growing our middle class.
Thank you.
Because we don't have that coordination right now.
30 seconds, Mr. Kamara.
Right now in the construction industry, most people are having a hard time finding electricians, plumbers, contractors, and these are good paying jobs. You can make an awful lot of money here. There's a long list of students that are trying to get into vocational school in Diamond. We need to expand that, bring it into BMC Durfee High School, expand the vocational area. There are a lot of people who are looking for tradesmen, and it's a dying industry. So I need to revamp that up and make sure that we can offer trades to the kids that don't want to go to college, and there's other options out there that have very good paying jobs.
I think everybody here is missing what I keep saying. The wind energy is so vital right now. It is the hottest industry in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The state is throwing potentially billions of dollars into this. Companies are coming from overseas that want to locate here. Just today, we met with JDR, who announced with BCC a partnership for job training. That's really important. We've expanded, as Mr. Coogan said, we expanded under this administration vocational education at Durfee, as well as Diamond. We're going to build a new Diamond. We're building a new Durfee High School right now. These are the great things that we've already been working on. I'm not hearing anything new from my opponents.